Indian man arrested by ICE after state released him. 4-year-old victim suspected to survive. And what happens when a routine court appearance turns into a federal immigration arrest? And a case that already shook Californian community suddenly becomes a national flashpoint. And now, more importantly, why did this one hit and run case escalate into the political storm involving the local law enforcement, immigration authorities, and accusations of the sanctuary policies? Well, in California, authorities say that an Indian national, Aman Kumar, is now at the center of a deeply controversial case. Now, this case involves a serious hit and run incident and immigration enforcement cases. It began on April 28, 2026. A 4-year-old boy was playing near his home when he wandered towards a road crossing the property. And across the investigations, several drivers managed to stop at the time. But then, a vehicle driven by Kumar allegedly severed into the bike lane to the bypass of the traffic and struck against the child. And then came the most critical detail. Officials say that he briefly stopped, but then drove away from the scene. The child was hospitalized but was expected to survive. But the legal consequence moved quickly. Kumar was arrested following the day by the Fresno Sheriff's Department and then charged with a felony hit and run causing injury or maybe death. However, what happened next turned the local criminal case into a national immigration debate. Well, according to the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Kumar was in the country illegally after entering in 2023, and ICE claims that something unexpected happened inside the state system. He was released from custody in California after his initial detention. Why so? Nobody knows. But this triggered a federal response. ICE arrested Kumar again outside the country's Superior Court and then on May 13th, bringing him back to the federal custody. And that moment is now being described by the federal officials as the correction of what they call a release of a criminal illegal alien. And now, this is where the story becomes even bigger than just one courtroom. Now, federal officials have sharply criticized California's so-called sanctuary policies, now arguing that they can lead to dangerous individuals being released and back into the community. Now, state authorities, however, have not publicly responded to the detail and with these in specific claims to the case. And yet, beneath the political language and the competing of narratives, one reality remains central. A child was struck in a tragic incident and has left a whole community shaken. While the IC officials say that Kumar now faces immigration proceedings along with the criminal charges, and the federal authorities insist that the arrest was necessary to prevent the further risk. But again, now lingers a one question. Is this an isolated breakdown in coordination between state and federal systems, or another flashpoint in the growing clash over immigration, and especially the enforcement in America? Now, both legal processes continues parallelly, and then the final outcome will determine how just one man's thing can actually turn the future, but also fuel much larger debate already driving the country. What are your thoughts on this? Make sure to comment down below.